Everyone is afraid of something. Fear is not a sign of weakness. Fear is not your enemy. Fear, in fact, is part of being human. It's hardwired into us, an ancient mechanism meant to protect us from harm. But while fear might keep us alive, it can also keep us from living. Fear can be a whisper that questions your worth. It can be a roar that paralyzes your dreams. It can be a silent chain around your ambition, convincing you that you are not enough. But today, I want to speak directly to the part of you that knows better. The part of you that wants to rise above, to break through, to overcome. Because the truth is this, fear is not meant to be eliminated, it is meant to be conquered. Fear comes in many forms. For some, it's the fear of failure, what if I fall short? For others, it's the fear of success, what if I can't handle the pressure? Some fear rejection, judgment, heartbreak, loneliness. Some fear change, and some fear that nothing will ever change. But no matter the form it takes, fear speaks one poisonous sentence. You can't. It says, you're not smart enough. You're too late. You'll look foolish. You'll lose everything. And for many of us, we believe it. Not because it's true, but because fear is persistent. But hear me now, you don't need to silence your fear, you just need to stop obeying it. You can feel fear and still move forward. You can tremble and still take action. That is what courage is. Courage is not the absence of fear, it's the decision that something else matters more. We all have that moment. The moment when life offers you a choice, stay in the shadows of safety or step into the light of possibility. It doesn't always feel grand. Sometimes it's as simple as speaking your truth, asking for help, taking that first step, saying yes, or saying no. But every great achievement in human history, every invention, every revolution, every act of progress, began with someone who felt afraid and did it anyway. Rosa Parks was afraid when she sat down. Neil Armstrong was afraid when he stepped on the moon. Malala was afraid when she spoke up for education. Every entrepreneur, every artist, every leader, at some point they faced a moment where fear could have won. But it didn't, because they chose faith over fear. They chose growth over comfort. They chose to risk being wrong in order to stand a chance at being right. And that choice, that moment, changes everything. Now I ask you, what is your mountain? What is the thing that fear is keeping you from? Is it starting that business? Is it ending the toxic relationship? Is it applying for the job you don't think you're qualified for? Is it standing up for what you believe in? Is it forgiving someone, or maybe forgiving yourself? You know what it is. Deep down, you've always known. It's the thing that keeps nudging your soul in the quiet hours. The thing you say, someday, too, even though you know that someday is not a day on the calendar. Fear says, you're not ready. But I'm here to tell you, you don't have to be ready, you just have to be willing. Willing to try, willing to stumble, willing to get back up. You don't need to see the whole staircase. You just need to take the first step. Here's a secret, fear is proof that you're growing. If you're comfortable, you're not growing. If it's easy, it's not expanding you. Fear is the border between who you are and who you're becoming. And the only way to get stronger is to do the thing that scares you. Fear is your compass. If it points somewhere, it's because that's where your soul wants to go. So chase it, use it, let it guide you, not govern you. Every time you face a fear, no matter how small, you build resilience. You build confidence. You remind yourself, I can. And every I can chips away at the lie of I can't. Let me ask you this, how many dreams have died because of fear? How many books were never written? How many songs were never sung? How many lives were never touched, businesses never built, destinies never fulfilled, because someone listened to the voice of fear instead of the call of purpose? It doesn't have to be that way. Not for you. Not today. Because today is the day you stop letting fear steal your story. Today is the day you stop waiting for perfect conditions. Today is the day you stop letting fear define your identity. You are more powerful than your fear. You are not your past. You are not your trauma. You are not your doubts. You are a force of possibility. A vessel of purpose, a living, breathing miracle capable of extraordinary things. But you have to choose. You have to decide that fear does not get the final word. Let me leave you with a story. There once was a little bird who had never flown. He was afraid of the sky. The wind seemed too wild, the ground too far. He lived in the nest, watching others soar, wondering what it might feel like, but never daring to try. Until one day, a storm came. It shook the branches, cracked the nest, tossed him into the air. And for the first time in his life, he flapped his wings. He didn't fall, he flew. Because the storm that he feared the most was the only thing that taught him he could fly. So I ask you, what storm are you running from? What if it's the very thing that could teach you to fly? You don't have to be fearless. You just have to be brave for one more moment than you are scared. Feel the fear, and leap anyway. Tremble, and speak anyway. Doubt, and try anyway. Because the cost of fear is too high. The life you want, the person you were born to be, the change you dream of making, it's all on the other side of fear. So go. Stand tall. Speak boldly. Act courageously. Love deeply. Risk greatly. And when fear comes knocking again, and it will, open the door with a smile and say, I see you. I feel you. But you don't get to drive today. Because I have a life to live. And I choose courage. I choose freedom. I choose forward. Thank you.